So you're probably wondering why the Jag's already done and the video's only just starting. Well, stick around and you'll find out why. Because first, I want to carry on with this. Because we still need to get the bags on, get the turbo stuff done, so we can get it back on the road and use it. But first, I think we should go and annoy Chris for a minute. So let's get that out of the way and then get back on this and I'll show you what I've been doing. I'll go and pretend I've done the work on his van. Just see how annoyed he is. So yeah, basically I've had to do all the work in Chris's van for him because he didn't know what to do. So that's obviously taken up a load of my time, which means I haven't been able to get on. I was just explaining that I've been doing your bag stuff for you because you weren't really sure. And you know, he has no way to prove otherwise because he never puts videos out. So who are you going to believe?
I've got one edited, I just haven't posted it.
Yeah. Me too. Right, now annoying Chris is out of the way, I'll just quickly show you what I've done and then we can get on. So, the towers in the last video we were making, so they're all now boxed in on every angle, joined into the bottom. I've put a brace back in these arms, that's quite thick steel, just to hold them in shape. I would like to make them from scratch, so that's something I'll do in the future. And with the rear, when we were looking in the last video, I cut the side out and fitted the bag, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do is cut the side out a little bit bigger, so we've got a little bit more space. I'll then cut out this side, fit the two bags. I'm pretty sure they don't hit anything, so then we'll check that. And then I think run the airlines. And then fit the management. Because I have this old Jaguar off of my Yellow Ranger, because when Jack bought that he didn't want the management, so I think we'll fit this to the Austin because I already have height sensors. It was originally going to go on Freya's truck, but I think airlift will probably suit her better, so we'll get this on the Austin and we can go up and down. Right, with that out and that out, I think next thing to do is whip this wheel off and trim the mounts down. You can't really see, just trim those down to match the other side, and then I think bolt the bags on. I think it's next on the list. And what I might do is just chuck some trailer valves on so I can get the car back on the floor, so there's rolling, so I can maybe put it on the ramp through there and run the airlines and do my downpipe and stuff for the turbo. That might not be in this video though. I think what we'll do in this video is maybe get the struts on and then get onto the Jag and let you know what's going on there. And then obviously next week's video, this will actually be finished, finally. The Jaguar. So, this car is a bit of a gem really. It might be well too bright for you to see. Let me turn it down a bit. So this is... Actually, let me sit inside so you can actually hear me. So, this car is a bit of a gem. It had one owner from new, and initially it came from Jag. So Jag had it, I think, for the first 4 or 5 years. So although it's a 2001 car, it wasn't registered till 2005. Because, and I might be wrong on this, I think it was the last steel-bodied car they made. So they kept it for a bit, something like that. Anyway, so the guy then brought it, and he had it up until, I think, last year, where one of you who watches these videos bought it, and then somehow I ended up with it. So it's on 75, I think, or 74,000 miles now. And from what I can work out, a full service history, although I've never had a car with any service history, so I don't really know what I'm looking for. But to me, looks like it's got a stamp in every mileage or year thing from Jag, so that's pretty cool. It needs a couple of little bits. I've already had to put a subframe on it, because these are notorious for the subframes rusting. So I put a subframe on it, and I'll insert the clip again so we can all have a laugh, but yeah, basically I tried to do a burnout and blew up a rear hub, so I'll put that clip here. And I will show you the damage from that in a moment. But basically, all I've done so far is put the wheels on and lowered it. Now, I've done a temporary lowering because I wanted to make a video on all the lowering and all the stuff we do to the car. I just wanted to lower it to make sure it looked cool before I wasted my time. And as soon as I'd done it, I thought, yeah, that's cool. So the car is now up for raffle. So same as always, every £10 you spend on the website gets you an entry. It's double entries from now until the end of the bank holiday, which is coming up. And we're going to draw it at the end of May. And as always, if you use your code YouTube, you get 10% off. And although it'll come to like £9 for, say, a digital poster, you'll still get your double entries. So the car itself is super clean. There's two little bits of paint which I'm going to get done. And the interior is pretty... I don't know how much you can see. It's all, jaggy stuff. Now the wheels are pretty special. They are rotiform CJJs, I think they are. They are the only set fitted to a car in the world. So that's pretty jazzy. Rotiform, shout out, because they sorted us out with the wheels, and they're probably going to tell me off for giving the car away straight away, so this might be the last set of rotiforms we ever have. Hopefully not, but like I say, the car itself is super clean and it sits nice. But what we're going to do is make, basically, as far as I know, I don't think you can get coilovers for these, so we're going to make them and make new spring mounts and things on the front, so it is adjustable, because although I like it and it sits lovely, someone might win it and not necessarily want it to be on the floor. I mean, that sounds stupid, I know, but they might not. So we're basically going to cover this in its whole own video, so you haven't actually missed out on anything. So there's a couple of little scabby bits underneath and one hole, so I'm going to weld all that up and make the car mint, basically, and then replace any shitty little bits that need doing. Like I say, it's just a cool thing. I had one of these years ago, and I love them. Like, I don't think there is a better big V8 looking car. Like the Lexuses and stuff. I got a Lexus LS400, but I think this is a better looking car unless you're proper into your Jap stuff. Obviously, you're gonna think, oh, Lexus. But yeah, let me show you the rear hub, because this is pretty spectacular. The amount of damage I've done for one burnout. So this is all the damage from one burnout attempt. So obviously I showed you the shrapnel, plenty of shrapnel, I showed you that last time, but this is actually the hub. So it's clean snapped the whole bottom off that, which in turn span around, popped this shaft out and done the bearings. The wheel bearing's alright, but I put a new one in when I put the new thing on, because I thought I might as well. It exploded all of this, which is some sort of stop. Knocked all that off. It ripped the handbrake cables off. It done the ABS line, it done the brake line, so there's new flexies on there. And I'm going to have to put a new handbrake cable on, because I haven't put that on yet. But yeah, that was a really expensive burnout. But was it worth it, Chris?
It was so worth it.
Actually one of the most entertaining burnouts I've ever seen, I'll be honest.
We still laugh about it now, don't we? It's been what, like a fortnight? Might even been like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We still laugh about it. Probably daily. Every so often that'll pop into my head. The only thing that kept me going while I was like, because Chris has obviously selfishly been using his ramps in his workshop, so I've done all the work on the Jag just on the floor out there, and the thing that kept me going whilst I was laying on the floor under it was the fact it was so funny. So although you've seen the clip a minute ago, I'm going to play it again. Just because I find it that funny. But yeah, so there's a load of new stuff on the car through me deciding to do a burnout. And we've also cut the back boxes off, and that's how we ended up doing the burnout in the first place, because it was louder, so we were like, oh, this would be funny. It turns out it wasn't funny. So yeah, with all that said and the laughing of the burnouts and things, this is actually a pretty sick car, which I put up for Raffle, then regret slightly. But without doing this and you lot buying the stuff, I can't afford to do any of this. So I can't keep them all. And you lot seem to enjoy the chance of winning them, and you get the free, well, you get the free car with your merch. So yeah, like I say, it's double entries at the minute. And digital posters get you 2, so for a tenner you can get 4 entries to win a low mileage, low owner XJ Jag. And now I'm actually going to end this one here so I can get it uploaded and out tonight. I'll carry on with the Austin and I'll film it to go in next week's video. I did also realise that I think I missed last week. That was just literally me being an idiot. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Win that if you want it. If you don't, just keep watching, keep commenting, keep hyping us up, and we'll keep doing it until we go bust, or, you know, make something of it. Goodbye.